Is the EufyMake E1 actually worth it, or is this just another machine that looks good on paper? Welcome back to the Shack. I'm Lance, and this is Gramps Laser Shack, where we cut it, burn it, and occasionally don't screw it up. This is the EufyMake E1 UV printer, and today we're putting it to the test. We're going to unbox it, go through the full setup, run a real first print, and give you my honest first thoughts. No fluff, no marketing nonsense. So before you spend your money on one of these, let's see if it actually delivers. The first thing of note here are the two green Velcro straps holding the box together. Pretty simple, just unfasten those and lift the lid right off. And right away you can see the printer is sitting snugly in its own compartment. But behind it there's a large secondary box. Let's move that out of the way and see what's inside. Opening the box, the first thing we find is the Quick Start Guide. This is going to be your roadmap to setting up the printer. Next up is the sticky mat for the large flatbed. And finally, here's the flatbed itself. It's well packaged and ready to go. Now that we've taken a look at everything inside this box, we can move it out of the way and turn our attention back to the printer itself. The printer itself is protected in a bag, so we carefully lift it out of the bottom box. This thing is hefty, so make sure you've got a good grip. Once the printer is out, move the box aside. And now, let's remove the bag, revealing the printer in all its glory. It's well built, heavy, and feels solid right out of the gate. Next, we remove the protective tape from each side of the front and back doors. Take your time here. These are just securing everything for shipping. Now we can open the front door, and inside we find yet another smaller box, cushioned with foam. Let's see what's in there. That's the sticky mat for the small flatbed printer. Inside this box, the first thing we see are the UV protective glasses. Safety first, but let's be honest, we're going to try them on for style. Don't we look good? Next is the power cord and the power supply. Essential for getting this machine up and running. At this point, I'm going to move the large flatbed out of the way so we have room to continue unboxing without knocking anything over. Continuing with the smaller accessories, we have 3 ceramic refrigerator magnets. A cute little touch from Eufy. These probably won't affect the printing, but they're a nice extra. Next, the air filter itself. This is going to help manage fumes and keep the machine running cleanly. And finally, a small Allen wrench. Simple, but essential for any adjustments we might need to make later. Now it's time to remove the top lid. There's a sticker on here showing what's inside the box. Kind of a neat little road map so you know exactly what you've got here before you dig deeper. With the lid removed, we also find some more protective foam inside. Carefully pull that out, making sure not to lose any of the smaller accessories that may be tucked underneath. Next, we remove the front plate where the air filter will be installed. This gives us a quick look at how the filter will go in later. It's nice to see the design up close and understand that we're dealing with before the actual setup. Once we had a look, we can reinstall the front plate and also put the top plate back on. Alright, so we've got everything out of the box for the EufyMake E1, and first impressions, this thing already looks really promising. Build quality tests solid. Everything was packaged well, and nothing showed up damaged, which is always a great start. Now comes the part that really matters, getting it set up and seeing how easy Eufy actually made this process. Is it plug and play, or are we about to spend the next hour digging through instructions? Let's go ahead and get this thing set up, and let's find out. Let's get this powered up. The power cord plugs into the right-hand side. Once it's connected, the indicator light turns green, letting you know the machine is powered up and ready to go. With the machine powered up, the next step is installing the ink cartridge. And this is where things start to feel a little more real. We're going to go one at a time, starting with cyan. Nice and straightforward. It clicks right into place. Next up is magenta. Same process, just line it up and seat it firmly. Then yellow. Again, no surprises so far. Everything is keyed, so you really can't put these in the wrong spot. Now black. This is your primary workhorse for detail and depth. After that, we've got white. And this is where things get interesting because white really opens up a lot of possibilities, especially on darker materials. And finally, the gloss cartridge, which should add that extra layer of finish and protection to your prints. Overall, a pretty simple process. No tools, no mess. Just snap them in and you're good to go. Next up is installing the cleaning cartridge. First, we're going to remove the cover panel here on the left side of the printer. It comes off really easy and gives us access to the ports. Inside, you'll see 3 red protective caps. Go ahead and remove those. And definitely hang on to them. Store them somewhere in a safe place in case you ever need to transport or service the machine later. Now we can take the cleaning cartridge, make sure it's oriented correctly, and slide it into place. You want to push it firmly until it's fully seated. And once that's done, just reinstall the cover plate. Simple process, but this is what helps keep the system clean and running properly right from the start. And that's it for the hardware setup. All the cartridges, cleaning system, and filter are installed, and the printer is ready to go. Now that the machine itself is all set up, the next step is getting the software installed. This is where we'll connect the printer to your computer, make sure all the drivers are up to date, and get everything talking so we can start printing. Let's dive into that next. All right, to get the software installed, the Quick Start Guide actually makes it super easy. There's a QR code right here. Just scan it with your phone, and it will take you straight to the app for download and installation. A few taps later, and you're ready to start connecting the printer and exploring the software features. Once you've installed the app and logged into your account, you'll get a screen similar to this one. As you can see right now, I have no devices attached, so I'm going to click on the plus. I'm going to tell it I have a EufyMake UV printer. It's a wireless connection. I have to give it location access. I have to give it Bluetooth access. It found my printer already. I'm going to click that. And it wants me to press the button on the printer to confirm the initialization. I'm going to do this off screen. Now it's going to install updates. The next step is to complete the device initialization. That's where it's going to check its status, it's going to inject ink, it's going to do a small test print, and it's going to calibrate the camera. This takes about 43 to 46 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and click Start. It's going to make you take a little test. And this part will take about 28 minutes. We'll be back when it's done. So now that it's done injecting the ink, it wants to do a test print on the flatbed. Make sure the white film is still on the flatbed, that white paper that it came with. And we'll go ahead and hit Next. And it looks like it takes about a minute. Okay, it's going ahead and starting the test print now. It's telling me it will take about 7 minutes to complete this test print and that we should not interrupt the process. Okay, it looks like everything printed great. So the test print looks exactly like it shows on the phone, so we're going to go ahead and click yes. This looks good as well, so we'll click yes. So our test print was successful. We'll click next. Now that the nozzle check is finished, the next step is to print a test pattern on the same page. It will use this print to align the camera system, making sure everything lines up perfectly before we start the real printing. So camera calibration is finished. It looks like the entire setup is finished and we're ready for our first project. It's telling me to remove the white film from the flatbed, peel off the transparent film from the adhesive mat, and we're going to stick the adhesive mat onto the flatbed. Okay, so we're going to peel off the white paper now. We're going to peel the backing off the sticky mat. And put the sticky mat down on the bed. And we're going to put it back in the machine. Lock it, and we are ready for our first test print. So now we're going to go ahead and click the first start print button. The app is asking us which of these images we'd like to print. The moon, New York skyscraper, the dragon, that's the moon. I think I really like the dragon, so I'm going to go for that one. So the app is now telling me to place the material on the adhesive mat with the print side facing up. I went ahead and put some masking tape around it just to protect my sticky mat from getting overspray. I'm going to go ahead and click layout. And it's asking me to take a snapshot. So it's asking me to take a snapshot of the bed. I'll go ahead and click the snapshot button. And the printer is adjusting the height and scanning the bed. So now that it's taken its snapshot, it's asking me to put the image, center the image on the tile that I'm going to print on. So I'm going to click that. You can see there's the tile. I'm going to move the image so it's right on top of it. And that looks good. We're going to, whoops, I moved it. Yeah, that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and click Start Print. So I've clicked Start Print, and we'll see what it's going to do. And it wants me to hit the Start button on top of the printer. All right, it looks like it's done. Let's take a look at it. I don't know if the camera can show the detail here, but this looks really nice. So here it is. Our first test print is done. And it came out really great. Look at that texture. This printed really, really nice. And that wraps up the full unboxing, setup, and our very first print with the EufyMake E1. Overall, the installation was pretty straightforward. The quick start guide walks you through everything, but it did take about an hour in total. Not as fast as I had hoped, but this is a much more complex printer, so that's to be expected. What really stands out to me is so far is the print quality. It looks excellent. I'm excited to put this machine through more projects. Time will tell how well the auto maintenance features hold up, and I'll be keeping you updated on that as I keep using it. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more tests, tips, and tricks with the E1, make sure to stick around. Until next time, this is Lance from Gramps Laser Shack. Keep cutting, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next video.